Hello students. Today I am going to do GCE O-Level Examination Mathematics 1000 Short Question Series, Question Paper 32. So we covered 31 papers. So we have few more to go. So this is also 1 hour paper, 25 questions. That means you get 2 minutes for each question. Then 2 times 25, 50 minutes. So 10 minutes you can spend for checking your answers. So spaces are given. This is similar to O-Level Paper 1 Part A. So you get 25 short questions. So try to do all 1000 questions with me to get a good grade in your O-Level exam. So let's do paper 32. So in the first page, you get questions 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And page 2, you get 6 to 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And page number 3, you get questions 14 to 19. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And page 4, you get questions 20 to 25. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's take question number 1. Write 0.0000007 in scientific notation. So the number in front should be less than 10 and more than 1. You can't keep the decimal value. So what's the value? You have to keep 7. 7 is the number less than 10, more than 1. And how many places we are moving? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. So this is a decimal. So you get -7. So that's how you write down the scientific notation. Remember, any value into 10 to the power m. M can be any integer. M is an integer. And A should be in between 1 and 10. But 1 you can include, but 10 you can't include. So the maximum number 9.999 something you can write, not 10. So that's the scientific notation. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 2. Price of a pen is 3 times the price of a pencil. Find the price of a pencil if 5 pens and 5 pencils can buy for 300 rupees. So price of a pen, we'll take X. And what if price of a pencil is X, the pen is 3 times of the pencil, so 3X. And you're asked to find out the price of a pencil if 5 pens, that means 5 times 3X, plus 5 pencils, that 5X, you can buy for 300 rupees. So the price, total price for 5 pens and 5 pencils is 300. So you get an equation. 15x plus 5x becomes 20x. 20x is 300. So what's the value of x? 300 divided by 20. You get 15 as the answer. So x becomes 15. So that's the price of a pencil. So price of a pencil is 15 rupees. So 2 marks for that. Question number 3. Find the perimeter of the figure. Length is given this side 12, 6. What do you think? Because I remember most of the students are complaining. We need the other lengths to find out the perimeter. No, you can do it. So how you do it? Now can you see? When you move this length to this one, you get this one. Move this length here, you get here. And move this length here, you get here. And when you move this one, you get here. So what do you get? You get a rectangle. So perimeter of the rectangle. So when you take the lengths, this, you get here, this and this you get here. So same as this one. So what's the perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter becomes 2 times the length and 2 times the width. 2 times length plus width. You get 2 times 18, 36 centimeters. So 2 marks. Question number 4. How many cubes with side length 3 centimeter can be packed in the given box? So don't try to find out the volume of the cube and volume of the cuboid and divide. So we need to find out exactly how many cubes fit along length, how many cubes fit along width and height. Then you multiply. That's the correct way. So because we can't cut it and paste all the pieces there. So the cubes you have to fit. So cubes along length. 15 divided by 3. That's 5 cubes you can fit. Cubes along width. 9 divided by 3. That's 3 cubes you can fit. Cubes along length. Not length, height. Height is equal to 6 divided by 3, that's 2. So total number of cubes is 5 into 3 into 2. 15 times 2, 30 cubes you can fit into the cuboid. So 2 marks. Question number 5, simplify. So we'll do the denominator first. Difference between 2 square terms. How you find out that? You add it and then other factor is subtraction. So 7.53 and 2.47, when you add it, that's 10. So 5.06 into 20 divided by 10. What's the subtraction? 7.53 and 2.47. 5.06. Now look at this one. Same value. You can cross it out. 10 times 1, 10 times 2. So the answer is 2. So when you look at the question, seems like you have to do lot of calculations in decimals, but when you use difference between 2 square terms, you get the same term and terms get cancelled out. So 2 marks. Question number 6. Find the sum of these fractions. Mixed numbers are there and a proper fraction there. So we can first add whole numbers. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 parts are there. Now, denominators are 2, 6, 12, 20, 30. So, what is the lowest common multiple? We can do step by step if you think that's easy. 20, 30 we'll do separately. And here 2, 6, 12 you can do, or 2, 6, 12, that's 12. 12, 20, 30. It goes with 60. 20 and 30 goes with 60. 12 also goes with 60. So lowest common multiple you can convert to 60. So that means this is 30. This one 6 times 10. So you get 10 here. 6 times 10 is 60. So that's 10. 12 times 5. So 5 times 1, 5. We are writing the same denominator value equivalent fractions. 20 times 3. So 3 times 1, 3. And 30 times 2, 2 times 5, 10. So now add it. 10 is there. 30, 40, 50, 58 over 60. Again check. 30 plus 10 plus 5 plus then 3 times that 3 and 2 times 5, 10. 30, 40, 50, 58 over 60. Or you can simplify further. Divide by 4 you can't. So divide by 2. 29 and 30. So you can write 10 and 29 over 30. So 2 marks for that. Question number 7. If 1 over x minus 1 over y is 1 over 286 and x to y is 11 over 13, find the value of x plus y. 1 over x and 1 over y equals 1 over 286. And x to y is x over y. 11 over 13. So we need to find out what's the value of x plus y. So this is ratio. So we can use, instead of this, we can put 11x and 13x. So we'll write down, instead of this one, 11 to 13 is the ratio. We can put actual value 11x and 13x. X4. We'll use another letter. X and y is there. 11k and 13k are the actual values. So we'll substitute here. 1 over x is, we can write 11k, 13k equals 1 over 286. So here what's the lowest common multiple? Lowest common multiple is 11 times 13. You get 11 times 3, 33. And 11 times 1, 11 plus 3, 14. So 143k is the lowest common multiple. So that means you have to multiply by 13 and this one 11. Now we can find out what's the k value. So what's the k value here? 2 over 143k equals 1 over 286. So when you cross multiply, you get 143k equals 2 times 286. So what's the k value? K value becomes 2 into 286 divided by 143. Can you see this is double? So k becomes 4. K becomes 4 means what's the actual value of x? 4 times 11, 44. What's the actual value of y? 4 times 13, 52. Now you can find out x plus y. X is 44, y is 52. 96 is the answer. So what we do here, take the ratio and convert to the actual value as taking any multiple. So you get the sum is 96. So 2 marks for that. Question number 8. A person borrowed 12,000 with 8% rupees. Annual simple interest for 5 years. What is the amount he needs to pay to settle the loan? That means the whole thing. So 12,000 rupees, 8% value. This is for 1 year. For 5 years, you have to pay this amount of interest. So the interest is that. What's the interest value? 2 zeros get cancelled out. 8 times 5, 40. 40 times 120. So 2 zeros, 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 1, 4. 4,800 rupees. So that's the interest. So what's the total amount you have to pay? Total amount is you have to pay with 12,000 and the interest 4,800. So you get 008 and 16,800 rupees. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 9. X to y is 2/3. Find the value of 2y minus x over 2y plus x. That's a good question. Can you remember? You can use ratio method. X to y is 2/3. So if x is 2, y is 3. So you can use that. So what we need here? We have to rearrange this. So what you need? First you need minus and 2y addition. So what you do? 2y. So 2y becomes 6. So 2y minus x becomes, what's the value? 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 2. What's 2y plus x? 2 times y means 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2. So easily you can do 6 minus 2 is 4. 6 plus 2 is 8. 4 over 8, that means half. So the ratio is half. Otherwise, what you can do, you have to make x as the subject here and substitute in the expression. So what's easier? This is the easiest method to do. So you get 2 marks there. Question number 10. In ABC triangle, P and Q are the midpoints of AB and AC. Respectively, R and S are the midpoints of AP and AQ. Respectively, if BC is 8, find the length of RS. So you can use midpoint theorem. This length and this length equal, and here also equal. Q and P are midpoints. So according to midpoint theorem, if this is 8, PQ is 4 centimeters, half of it. So you can write PQ is half of 8, that's 4 centimeters. Then again you can apply midpoint theorem for APQ triangle. If this is 4, this is the midpoint, this is also midpoint. So half of that is RS. So RS becomes half of PQ, that's 4. So 2 centimeters. So you get easily 2 marks. Question number 11. According to the information given in the figure, find the value of sine 45. How you find sine 45? You need the hypotenuse. So if this is A and this is A, how you find out this length? We say h squared is A squared plus A squared, and that's 2A squared. When you take square root, you get root 2A is the hypotenuse. Now you can find out What's the sine 45 value? Sine 45 means opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite to that is A. Hypotenuse is root 2A. Root 2A. A and A get cancelled out. You get 1 over root 2 as sine 45 value. So remember the ratios. So Katoa sine ratio is opposite over hypotenuse. Question number 12. If A is this and B is this, find BA. BA means multiplication. First you have to decide whether you can multiply. BA. What's B? 1 into 2. 1 row, 2 columns. A, 2 by 2. So that means you can multiply and you will end up with 1 row and 2 columns. So we'll multiply now. B. 2, 3 and this is 3, 4, 2, 5. So 2 times 3. So we'll get 2 values this way. So what's the first value? First row with first column. 2 times 3, 6. 3 times 2, 6. 6 and 6, 12. Then the next value, first row and the second column. 2 with 4. 2 times 4, 8. 3 times 5, 15. 15 plus 8, 23. So that's the multiplication. Get 2 marks for that. Question number 13, simplify. So quadratic expressions are there, so you have to factorize. So we'll see 6x squared minus 14x minus 12. What's common? 8 is common, not 8. So 2. 2 is common from the numerator. Now we'll take 2 from this one. When you take 2, you get 9x squared minus 4. And here you can take 2 from here as well. So take 2, you get 3x squared minus 7x minus 6. 2 and 2 get cancelled out. Now look at the numerator. 9x squared you can write 3x squared whole thing, and 4 you can write 2 squared. Difference between 2 squared terms, what are the factors? 3x plus 2 and 3x minus 2. Now you need to factorize the quadratic expression. So normal method, 3 into minus 6 minus 18, and you find what are the factors of minus 18 to get minus 7. Think about difference because minus means so, and then split the middle term. So you can do that. Now I'm trying to help you with a short method. So I'm doing factorization this way because this is paper 1 short questions. You have to do it really fast. So I draw a cross. 3x squared is 3x and x. Factors, when you multiply, you get 3x squared. How you get minus 6? 3 and 2, 6 and 1. We'll try 3 and 2 and see. 3 and 2. And when you cross multiply, you need to get the middle term. Now here 6 and 3. You are not getting 7. So when you have something like this, you can switch the places. So this is trial and error. So you can switch. Now see 9 and 2. 9 and 2 difference is middle term 7. So that means this arrangement is correct, but you need minus 7. So the bigger number, that's 3 times 3, bigger number, that should be negative. So negative 9 and plus 2, negative 7. After you arrange all these, you write down the factors this way. So what are the factors? 3x plus 2, x minus 3. So I explained this in the video, so you can watch it. So the short method also there. So 3x plus 2, you can cross it out. Then what's remaining? 3x minus 2 over x minus 3. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Observing the above pattern, write down an expression for Tn. So we'll observe first term, 1 squared is there and 3. Second term, this is 2 squared. Now we see this pattern, first column values. If this is Tn, this should be n squared. But we need to find out this term, this one. 3, you can write 3 times 1. 6 is there, second term. Connect these two. So you can write 3 times 2. 9, 3 times 3. So what is the nth term? 3 is there, 3 into n. We always multiply by the term number here. So that's the pattern you see. So what is the nth term then? N squared plus 3n. You can't simplify, so you can take n out and write down n plus 3. N squared plus 3n, or n into n plus 3 is the general term or nth term. So 2 marks for that. Question number 15. If AB is 12 and AC is 13, find the length of OD. So this length. Now we know O is the center here. We can see that AC is 13. So this whole length is 13. And this is a semicircle angle. This is 90 degrees. Because AC is the diameter. Now we can apply this one. AB is 12. Now what can you say about the perpendicular drawn from the center to the chord? That's perpendicular. That means D is the midpoint. These lengths are equal. If the total length is 12, this is 6. What's the radius if the diameter is 13? This is 13 divided by 2. You divide by 2. Now you can use Pythagoras theorem. Because this is 90. Use Pythagoras theorem to find out OD. OD squared is 13 over 2 squared minus 6 squared. Hypotenuse squared is 13 over 2. Expand. 13 squared is 169 over 4. 2 squared minus 6 squared is 36. So you get 4 here. 169 minus 4 times 36. 144. Subtract these two. You get 5 and 2. 25 over 4. Now you have to take the square root. When you take the square root, OD becomes square root of 25 over 4. That's 5 over 2. So 5 over 2 means 2.5. So 2.5 centimeters is the OD length. 5 over 2. So 2 marks for that. Question number 16. Find the value of a squared minus 5 if a is root 7. Just substitution there. Root 7 squared minus 5. Square root and squared get cancelled out and you get 7. 7 minus 5, that's 2. So you get 2 marks. Question number 17. What percentage fraction is shaded out of the whole area? Now we can divide into equal parts. Now if you divide each part for 4 units, 4, 4, 4, 4. Altogether, 4 times 4, 16 parts are there. Out of 16 parts, 3 parts are shaded. So what is the fraction of shaded part? 3/16. But they want percentage fraction. So you multiply this by 100%. So what is the percentage fraction there? 300 divided by 16, or you can divide by 2. When you divide by 2, you get 150 over 8. Now divide, or you can divide by again 2. So when you divide by 2, 75 over 4. So as a mixed number, you can write 4 times 1, 4. And for 35, that's 4 times 8. 4 times 8, 32. 3 remaining. So 3/4%. Now we can give 2 marks for that. 2 marks for that question. Now we'll take next one, 18th one. 2/3 of work can be completed by 8 men in 6 days. How many days needed to complete the remaining part with 4 men? So 2/3 of work can be completed by 8 men for 6 days. So what's the total man days? Man days, 8 times 6, 48 man days for 2/3 of work. So 1/3 of work is the remaining part. That means 2/3 is 48. So what is 1/3 part means? You have to divide by 2. So that's 24. 48 divided by 2. So 24 man days work is there to complete, but 4 men are there. So how many days you can spend for that? 24 divided by 4. You need 6 more days to complete the remaining work with 4 men. So 2 marks for that. Question number 19. Complete the Venn diagram representing all elements in correct region. So epsilon means everything, 0, 1 up to 9. A is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 3, 6, 9. To fill this, you need to find the common one first. What's the common one? A and B common one is 6. So you can put 6 here. Now it's easy to fill the other elements. 2, 4, 8 in circle A and 3, 9 in circle B. Now the rest of the numbers you can fill outside. So 0, 1, 5, 7, all outside. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 20. Should the region satisfy A dash intersection B, then union A intersection B dash? We'll do with letters A, B, C, D. What's A dash? We can write down the elements. From elements you can find out. A dash means close A and D. B. What's B? C and D. Intersection. A dash intersection B means only the common terms. Only common term is D. That's this part. Now we have to do this side. A intersection. Now A is B and C. B dash outside B. B and A. Or A and B. Now we'll take A intersection B dash. Common term, we can see B is common. Now we have 2 sides. Union of this. So union means we consider both B and D. So this becomes B and D. We need to shade both B part and D part. B part is this, D part is this. So that's the correct region. So 2 marks for that. Question number 21. Factorize. 2 terms are given. How you factorize? Can you say 3 is common? Take it out. It's better to take all common terms out first. A minus 2b. From here, I can take 2 out. So what's remaining? 2b minus a. 3p minus 2q. Now see, what are the common terms? Here, this one is common. 3p minus 2q common. Can you see a minus 2b here? 2b minus a. So just minus sign is there. So this is plus. So minus sign, when you take it from this one, you can write a minus 2b. So a minus 2b is also common. Then what's remaining? This becomes 3. This becomes minus 2 because we took minus sign here. So plus 2 becomes minus 2. So what's the answer? 3 minus 2, 1. So you can write 3p minus 2q and a minus 2b. So factorization means making brackets. So this is the final answer. So 2 marks for that. Question number 22. Scale of a map is 4 centimeters to 1 kilometer. Write the ratio 1 to x form. That means you have to convert to the same units. So how many meters are there in 1 kilometer? 1000. Then convert to centimeters. Multiply by 100. So 4 centimeters is this number of centimeters. So what is 1 centimeter? Divide by 4. 100 divided by 4 is 25. And you get 25 with 3 zeros is 1 centimeter. That means both are in centimeters. You can write as a ratio. 1 to 25,000. That's first part. What is the actual area if the map area is 336 square centimeters? So that means you have to square it. So 1 centimeter (25,000) centimeter square, or we'll take this one, kilometers. 1 kilometer, or we can say 4 centimeters is 1 kilometer. We'll take that. 4 centimeter, it's easy. Otherwise, you have to square the big number. 4 centimeter is 1 kilometer. What about 4? We'll square it. 16. 4 times 4, 16 square centimeters is 1 into 1. 1 square kilometers. Now we need 336 square centimeters. So you have to divide by 16. 336 divided by 16. 16 times 2, 32, and for 16 that's 1. 21 square kilometers is the actual area for 336 square centimeters. So you can either start from here, but it's too big to square. So you can start from here. If this is length, area becomes, you have to square both sides. 4 and 4, 16. 1 and 1, 1. So 16 square centimeters is 1 square kilometers. So you get 1 mark for this part and 1 mark for this. Question number 23. 10,584 is 2 to the power 3, 3 to the power 3 and 7 square. What is the value of x if this one is a square number? So square number means the powers should be even. You can easily take the square root. So we'll see. Now 7 squared is okay. So that's a square term. So this one you need 3 squared. To get 3 squared, you have to divide this by 3. Then you get 3 squared. Now to get a square term, this should be 2 squared. So that means to get 2 to the power 2, you need to divide this by 2. So when you divide this by 6, what happens? 2, 1, 2 and 1, 3 get cancelled out and you can find out the square number. So x should be 6. 2 times 3. Now I'll show you what's the square number. If this is 6, what happens? This is 2 to the power 2, 3 to the power 2 and 7 to the power 2. All 2's. So you can write 3 times 2, 6, 6 times 7, 42 square. 42 is the square number. 42 squared is that if x equals 6. So 2 marks there. Question number 24. Find the value of k and in terms of a and b. How do you find out that? A equals k over 1 minus k. B equals 1 plus k over k. Now we need to find out the value of k in terms of a and b. So we'll use the ratio method that I taught you before. So we'll take the ratio a over b. A over b is k, this one, divide by b, 1 plus k over k. So when you do that, division becomes multiplication of the reciprocal. You take upside down. So you get k squared over 1 minus k into 1 plus k means 1 minus k squared. That's a over b. Now we need to find out k. Now cross multiply because we need k squared. So k squared, how you get? We'll cross multiply. A into 1 minus k squared is equal to bk squared. This into this. Now simplify. You get a minus ak squared is bk squared. Take k squared term to the other side. Bk squared plus ak squared is equal to a. Take k squared term out. That's a plus b. Then what's k squared? K squared becomes a over a plus b, but we need k. Take square root both sides. K becomes square root of a over a plus b. Now k in terms of a and b. So what's the process? You divide and you get an expression in terms of k squared. And then cross multiply and find k squared. Take the square root to get k. So 2 marks for that. Question number 25. This is the last question in this paper. Center of the circle is O. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Find the values of ADC. ADC, this whole angle. That's easy. AC is the diameter. So what's ADC? 90 degrees. Semicircle angles add up to 90 degrees. So this is 90. ACB, this angle. This is 90, this is 60. What is this angle? 90 minus 60? 30 degrees. Now look at AB arc. This angle and this angle, same segment angles are equal. So what's this angle? 30 degrees. So that's an easy question. Easily you can get 2 marks, 1 mark and 1 mark. So this is the last question in this paper. So I hope that you complete all the questions, 25 questions, and then look at my video to check your answers.